Today, in the Diocese of Bridgeport, there's a new initiative taking place. It's an initiative that goes to the very core of what we value as a church and as a community. It involves not only the future, but also the present, and is not without its challenges. Growing up, many of us were blessed with a Catholic education. However, for many families in our diocese, the blessing of a Catholic education is not within reach today. To address this, Bishop Caggiano has created the Bishop Scholarship Fund for families throughout the diocese who could use a helping hand in providing their children the best education possible. With your help, we can make a Catholic education available to every family who seeks it.
One of the prime ministries I have as the Bishop of Bridgeport is to help facilitate, promote, and please God grow the mission of Catholic education. I myself am a product of Catholic education. My mother and father were immigrants to this country, and they wanted the best for my sister and I. At that time, tuition was meager, and yet it was still for them a sacrifice to be able to send us, and they did, because my parents believed in three great goods: that we needed to be successful by knowing the things we needed to know, by being young people of faith, because for them their faith was extremely important, and to be good citizens, to give back to society. So I look at my own life, and it's blessed in large part because I had the privilege of having a Catholic school education.
Here in Fairfield County, we have 29 Catholic elementary schools, 5 diocesan Catholic high schools, serving almost 10,000 students. The Bishop Scholarship Fund is needed now more than ever because increasingly we hear from families, especially families with more than one child in a Catholic school, that they find it difficult to pay the monthly tuition. Families really do struggle, and we want the Bishop Scholarship Fund to allow us to retain students who are currently in our schools, as well as to attract new students to our schools.
The fund is going to impact my family because I'm a single mother. I pay for the tuition for both of my children, and it is a priority. I believe the difference in going to Catholic school, for one, is the community that my children are involved in. It's a huge family, not just for the school, but also with the church. They're able to start the school day off with a prayer, and they end the day with a prayer. They can say Merry Christmas to each other. They can celebrate Jesus. They can celebrate the gospel values, and they bring it home and they teach me. Living in Fairfield County, things are very expensive. Schools are expensive, clothes are expensive, uniforms, mortgages, rents. Everyone's impacted by the finances. To have something like the Bishop Scholarship Fund to help on the avenue of education is just huge. It's such a big relief.
Our students come from all corners of Fairfield County. One of the things that unites our schools is our common curriculum, pre-K through grade 12. It was written by the teachers and administrators of the Diocese of Bridgeport. More than 50% of our schools have applied for and received the Blue Ribbon Seal of Excellence from the U.S. Department of Education. We also incorporate gospel values across every area of the curriculum, no matter what the subject area is. We do that very deliberately and intentionally so that our students can talk about the faith as they meet and exceed state and national standards. Many graduates of our Catholic schools go on to the high schools and colleges and universities of their choices. I think if you go through almost any major corporation, you'll find plenty of Catholic school graduates. I attended Catholic schools from pre-kindergarten through my doctoral degree. And I really attribute the education I received at Catholic schools to who I am today. And my passion for Catholic schools comes from that.
Going to Catholic school has definitely brought the children and I closer. It's beautiful. The Bishop Scholarship Fund is going to have a huge impact because the weight will be off my shoulders.
The fund is going to be a vehicle by which money that is donated every year will be made available to families in need, because our emphasis has to be on our children. And any parent who wants their child to be successful wants them to be successful, not simply here in the mind, to know the things you need to know to be successful, not just in the heart, to be able to have the values to live a holy and upright life, but also, if I could put it this way, to be mature in the hands, to give back in service. Because in the end, humanity is one great family. And our Father, who sent His only Son into the world, is challenging us to live together in understanding and in peace, and to help each other to grow and lift each other up. And that's the mission of Catholic education. My ask to you is to seriously consider donating generously to the Bishop Scholarship Fund. Because every dollar that's raised will be a dollar that will be given in tuition assistance to a child who has come after us looking for the same gifts and benefits that we have received from Catholic education. I consider myself just wildly blessed that I was given that path when I was a little boy, in large part because of the wonderful parents I had and the great education I received at the hands of the sisters and lay people who were entrusted to me.